And moving on to more breaking news, this time from Ottawa. CTV News has confirmed Prime Minister Mark Carney will have an important meeting this week. Let's bring in Colton Praill with more. Colton, what's the meeting?
Yeah, this will be the first virtual First Ministers meetings. The Prime Minister and the Premiers meeting virtually for the first time since the MOU with Alberta was signed. We are still waiting for details to confirm exactly what is on the agenda. One source telling us they expect the conversation to be an update to U.S. relations, the trade situation. They plan on, provincial sources telling us there's plans to bring up inquiries about the ongoing negotiations with regards to softwood lumber tariffs. This has been something that we have seen the Prime Minister continuously be briefing the premiers on. A couple of weeks ago, he announced plans in the early new year for an in-person First Ministers meeting that would also see First Nations in attendance as well. He said that to the AFN. Now, what this looks like, what those conversations actually include is going to be particularly interesting to watch. Don't forget, he was just in D.C. He spoke with Mr. Trump at the FIFA draw. And so that conversation has a slight update there. It also comes in the context of the U.S. president threatening to potentially increase tariffs on Canadian potash, which would be a significant impact on the province of Saskatchewan. And so this is a very timely conversation that's going to be happening. We can also report that Ontario Premier Doug Ford plans to attend the meeting in person. He will be in Ottawa on Thursday for the event.
Well, we just heard an announcement about new methane regulations, and that certainly comes into play in Alberta. There's been a lot of friction between those two westernmost provinces, BC and Alberta, of late on account of the federal MOU that was signed with Alberta. How much discussion do you expect to hear between those two provinces and the feds?
I think that's the most interesting element to all of this. What's the general reaction to the MOU? How does that play out in the room? I've reached out to sources in both the BC government and the Alberta government, along with other provinces, to see how people are feeling ahead of this meeting. I can tell you that is the one question, Carolyn, that no one has been willing to bite on at this point in time. I've got a lot of answers, but not much back when it comes to the MOU in particular.
Listen, points for trying, Colton. Thanks for that.
Anytime.
Okay, Colton Praill in Ottawa for us. Thank you.